Sacred Insights 101, ready to do your reading for August. The very first card that you got is from Lord Shiva, talking about transcendence, transcending, rising up. The first thing it says is to rise up. Honor your inner force. Steps are being given to you to help you dance with the universe. Dancing with the universe, connecting with the universe, and steps being given to you so that you can take them towards rising up and creating the life that you really want. If memory serves, your last month, you guys got the rebirth card, maybe coming from a bit of a hard time. And so it looks like from the ground up, now we're sort of rising up, connecting to spirit, because they're going to be giving you steps that you can take sort of next, right? You also got Athena talking about inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. So it's like rise up and start taking actions towards what you're wanting. You also got clairvoyance. Clairvoyance, so Raziel is helping your spiritual sight to awaken as steps are being given visually. So clairvoyance is when you get images in your mind's eye, and your third eye is opening in your mind's eye. You'll get images, and those will be, these two are wanting to come together to say that these images that you'll be getting are indicative of the steps that they're sort of guiding to help you take particular steps towards what it is that you're wanting to create next. This is a positive change. So you got the positive change card. So everything that might have been happening as you hit the rebirth, you know, and these things happen over time. So some of you might be hitting the rebirth this month, and also then in this month rising up, right? So it's definitely coming together, right? It actually lines up with last month very well. This is all a positive change from where you've been to now, and also where you're going. Positive things are coming for you. You are a sorceress. You got Rhiannon. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Clear intentions is what she's wanting to really have you hear. Clear intentions. And he wants to come back to say that these images in your mind's eye, for me, when I get images like that, it seems that they're very detailed sometimes, and each little element can tell me something. So look at the clarity in these images that you might be seeing. Look at all the little details of the images that you're seeing, because you can manifest. You can manifest with clear intentions about what you're wanting. Clear intentions. You also got the dream time card talking about creation. This one, usually this card comes up when they're referring to sort of downloads at night when you're dreaming. But for you guys, this is about creation. This is about, it's time for you to create, to begin creating, rising up and creating what you're wanting next. It feels like I'm seeing three, like 3 months. Prior feels like maybe it was really difficult, and they're also sort of going this way, 3 months to building what's next. So the first thing you want to do is get really clear about what are you wanting? What are you wanting next? You also, if you're getting some clarity already, if you have clarity already and you know exactly the kind of life you want, maybe from the contrast that you were coming from, you know what you don't want, right? And so that helps, you know, by the process of elimination. You know what you don't want, and now knowing what you do want. And she's saying, you know, there's two cards here, so he's helping to give you steps to take that would indicate that you know what you want. And then she's here to say, yes, you know what you want. You know what you want, and he's going to start helping you to create it, and he's going to help you to see it in your mind's eye, see it, imagine it, and start creating it. And then she wants to come back too to say, yes, you can create the life you want in any area. So once you start taking these steps, this is exciting. This is coming together. This is exciting. Finish what you started. So this one is coming up to say finish what you started. So as if maybe for some of you, you've known what you've wanted for a long time, and maybe you've just sort of been sidetracked here and there. So they're saying, okay, get back on your horse, engage with the sort of dancing with the universe, and keep going with where maybe you were cut off or distracted for a bit. Now pick it back up and keep going. Be persistent is what they're saying. Be persistent with what you're wanting. It feels like there's a level of excitement in you. I'm feeling excitement from you guys, like you're ready you're just feels ready. This readiness and sort of excitement about what you're wanting to create. Now here's what can happen. Here's the little thing that looks like it's, you know, when you start getting excited, this is showing up in so many readings. When you start, you know, when people in your world realize that you're excited now and you're starting to create and things are going well for you, you're getting all these visions, and yeah, you can create things, and you're starting to just build. There's this thing that can happen with family members or friends where they don't like it so much when you start getting happy and successful. I'm getting that from White Eagle, is saying that there might be some family, a family wound can be healed right now. And you're also getting the volatility card that wants to come up next to this one. And you're also getting drama, to detach from the drama. So these three together are kind of indicating that there may be some family members who are really, you know, creating drama. And maybe that is what was distracting you. Maybe that they are still trying to distract you, not wanting you to succeed and be happy for whatever their reasons are, you know. Whatever their reasons are, maybe they're not feeling like they can succeed. So easier just to want to bring you down than to feel like they could, you know, do what you're doing, kind of thing. And so it feels really volatile. So a family wound can be healed right now, is what he's saying, because you have the ability to just set your boundaries. And you can do that calmly. You know what? I love myself too much. I'm going to detach from this. Just be the observer to it. It's like, wow, there's a lot of drama. You know, clearly I can see that you're upset. But I have things to do. I love myself too much than to engage with this. I have things to do. I have a life to create that I'm excited about, so I'm going to go do that. You know, you can be calm about it, and calm would actually be really good with this kind of energy. Calm is really good with this kind. And so that might have been something that has been going on for some time, and you're just like, you know, set your boundaries, because you have some great things coming, and you just have some big dreams, is what they're saying. Some of you have some really big dreams. So you're just like, you know what? I'm not going to engage with this. And then once you set those, you know, some purification came up from Mother Earth. Purification, right? Just set your boundaries. I'm not engaging in that. Maybe you had been in the past, and now you're just not. And so, you know, water, purification, wash that off. Washing that toxicity off. And he's wanting to come back again to say, you know, the healing of it and the purification of it by setting your, just by setting your boundaries is where the healing can happen for you and for them. When you realize and you stand up, okay, he wants to come back. When you stand up and say, no, you know, you can even say, you know, I love you and I'm not going to engage with this. I love myself too much. Not going to engage with this. Rising up, and in that, the healing can happen for you primarily, but it can happen for them as well. They're just like, oh wow, he's, you know, she's not going to engage. So purification, just wash that off because you have things to do. You also got to retreat into nature. Retreat into nature. I love this. The green man has the pink heart. Retreating into nature to get into your heart space. So he's really wanting to point out this pink heart for your heart space. You are connecting to your heart space. Connecting to spirit. Connecting so that you can, as this is being increased, so that you can see and have a higher awareness to the images that come to your inner vision. Connecting to your heart space in nature. That's what he's saying. And this one also came up. The eagle is also kind of in nature. This is from Mother Earth deck. This Indian and eagle are connecting. This card is about communion, and you can kind of feel into that connection between these two. There are no words connecting these two. You know, this is man connecting to animal in a spiritual connection. It's an energetic spiritual connection. It's a communion and connection on a spiritual level. And you can do this in nature, in your heart space, that kind of connection. This card is coming up so that you can really feel into what that feels like when you're connected to another living being without words, just spiritually and energetically, again, so that you can connect with this into your own heart space, so that you can have clarity on what you're creating. Because you're going to want to create your heart's desires, right? Your pure heart's desires. So commune with nature and the animals to feel into your heart space with that. Okay, you also got to have faith. Your desire is within reach. Have faith that it is within reach. Have faith that you can do this. That's what this one's about. It's in reach. This up here says that your desire is within reach. This one is about having faith. Having faith is going to be important. More about those words on this card, wanting to get that message to you. And you also got, stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open to you. This one also is not so much about control at all as it is allowing this sort of spiritual connection to your own heart space. That's what this is saying. Surrender to the connection that your heart has with your higher third eye. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? With the images that you got in your third eye. Spirit is guiding you. Steps are being given for you. Steps are being given. So rather than trying to control situations, people, things, it's not even so much about that. It's just about really connecting to your heart space. Connecting to your heart space and allowing the spiritual and the divine connection guide you towards what you're wanting to create. You also got to allow yourself to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is coming up also right next to this one with the heart. allowing yourself to be vulnerable. This can be really challenging if you have experiences of this kind of energy in your life. It can be very difficult to be vulnerable. Talk about your feelings. They're wanting you to talk about your feelings. To tap into your heart. Your heart is your feelings. And what does she say? Yeah, tell a friend how you feel. You also got this one. Now this one he's talking about Sandalphon. Yeah. Be very gentle with yourself in this time. You're coming from, it feels like you're coming from something like this, and you're rebuilding, and you want to just, have faith and stay tuned in to your heart and your third eye, your clairvoyance. So be very gentle with yourself. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. So from this, you're going to set your boundaries. No. And you're going to deliberately surround yourself with some gentle, very sweet, gentle people where you can be vulnerable with these types of people. They're very loving. They have big open hearts. You can be vulnerable with these types of people and share your feelings comfortably with these types of people. So surround yourself with these kind of people so that you can be more comfortable being vulnerable and sharing your feelings with them. Share. See, this is important. Share. Share your feelings. This makes everyone happy, is what this card says. When you share, everyone feels happy. So when you share with a sweet, gentle, loving person who really cares about you and really wants to know how you feel, it's a win-win, is what they're saying. Because you're allowing this person to receive and to help you, and you're also allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Really important. Now there's like 3 more cards that want to come up in relation to this. Let's see if I can hold all of these at once, because they really all go together. So there's this very sweet people, nice, loving, gentle people you want to surround yourself with so that you can open your heart more, share your feelings, your spirit, your core self. Spirit lives in your heart space. So surround yourself with gentle people and share your feelings. There's a sweetness and a love about these kind of people. And this is the energy that you want to surround yourself with everywhere that you can. At work, at home, friends, in nature. Find people like this and deliberately spend time with them. And notice, be aware of the sweetness and the love that can transpire between yourself and people like this. And then this one came up. Marriage, love. So it could be that you meet someone like this that's more in line with your true heart connection to someone like this. But marriage came up with regard to this and all of this. So that makes me happy for you. That looks good. Marriage looks good. Sharing your feelings, your heart, your emotions with sweetness and love. Being vulnerable. Really good. Really good. Get some exercise, they're saying. Get some exercise and watch what you eat. Getting the exercise. This, again, is sort of about, when you exercise, she's flying again, right? She also, again, wants to point out that she's flying. Exercise, taking off. Exercise allows you to become stronger so that you feel stronger in all ways. Excuse me. So again, feeling stronger. Feeling stronger by getting some exercise and watching what you eat. Healthy eating. Raphael. That will help. This whole thing has been a learning experience. This card wanted to come up and kind of tap into everything. So it's as if, you know, sort of you're learning. You're learning how to set boundaries. You're learning how to be vulnerable. You're learning how to sort of be more deliberate about the people that you hang out with. Learning how to share your feelings and emotions, learning how to tap into your intuition. Where'd he go now again? Learning how to tap in. Here he is. Clairvoyance. Increasing your spiritual abilities as he's giving you all these steps to take. Learning to listen, learning how to take the steps, learning that when you take these steps, magic happens, and you're one step at a time, one step at a time, creating this new beginning for yourself, creating this new beginning, creation of your dream life, new beginnings, and that's going to come with lots of blessings, and this one wants to come back. Lots of blessings. And sweetness wants to come back. Sweetness, so good for you. There's also a sweetness about you. In your heart space, there's a sweetness in there. Share that. Allow yourself to be vulnerable and share that sweetness and love that's in you. And then the fairies are giving us winter. The fairies sometimes, you know, they're very close to the earth, so their messages tend to be more sort of earthly, and they have these cards in the deck that can give us a bit of a time frame, summer, spring, autumn, and they're saying that the answers to your prayers can be fully realized in the winter months, so quite a bit can happen by winter of this year, they're saying. By winter. And then Jophiel wants to come in and say, have patience. Have patience. You are just rising up. Some of you just now sort of rising up, so be persistent and have patience and sort of look at it like one step at a time. Stay curious, keep your awareness up, listen, be mindful of the images that you get in your mind, and keep going. Set your boundaries whenever there's any kind of drama, and surround yourself with these loving, wonderful, gentle people to help you create what you're wanting, your dream creation. Okay? Alright, Leo, have a great August. I love you guys. Until next time, take really good care of yourselves. We'll talk to you soon.